Wouldn't it be great to feel confident that every decision you make is the right one for you, and you can be confident in all your decisions with just a handful of easy steps? Well, MK Mueller is the author of 8 to Great, and well, I have to ask, there are a lot of great self-help books out there. How is yours different?
Well, I'm just excited to share that when I was in the shelter for domestic violence at the age of 34, I looked through all the self-help books. I think I read probably hundreds of them, but none of them were the recipe. And just like I'm not the best cook, I'll have you over one of these days, ingredients aren't enough for me. I've got to have a recipe. So this is a step-by-step, 8 steps. You do them in order. You can start wherever you want to in the process, but you're going to have to do all 8 of them. And I always say if there's 8 steps to changing a tire and you only tell somebody 7 of them, you don't want to drive away.
The tire is not going to get changed.
There you go.
All right, now you say you have a formula for making every decision and knowing it's the right one. So what is it?
Well, a little drum roll. Think about a decision you're making right now. Everybody, our viewers, can do the same thing. A decision you're making is?
I'm thinking about buying a new car.
Awesome, awesome. So one of my questions is, if you had no fear, what would you do? So the second step is called risk.
Okay.
Run to, not from. Now, sometimes spending money, as you just found out in the last segment, can be a run from. It can be an escape, something I'm doing just so I don't have to face my problems. But when you say, wait a minute, I have saved up for this, it's time, I deserve nice things, then it's a run to. So run to, not from is the first part of the decision. And then if you had no fear, what would you do? I once had a gentleman say, did you say if I had an affair, what would I do? I said no.
Fear, not a fair.
There we go. That would be a run from. Yes.
Now, what is your formula for the world's most powerful positive attitude?
Oh, I love that question. Okay. It's the last 3 of our 8 steps, and when I'm speaking with CEOs, I love to say, how important is attitude to success in business? And they always say, oh, it's the most important thing. And so I say, well, can you define it? And normally they cannot. So we love to share with them the simple FGH formula, and anybody can use this. The most happy, healthy, and successful people on the planet. F, forgive the past. G, are grateful for the present. H, have hope for the future. So we have homework for everybody out there. It's 1 minute a day. 3 things you're grateful for from the past 24 hours, no repeats. Most important thing we teach in 8 to Great.
I think that was the most profound thing I have ever heard. Those 3 steps. I'm going to implement them right now. Okay, now who is using 8 to Great?
Oh, well, out of the hundreds of thousands of folks who read the book, and we're thrilled that with the awards it's won, we are very grateful that some schools right here in the neighborhood, let's see, Barstow High School is teaching their students this program, Paola High School, but also businesses. So Redemption Plus has all of their team on it. They've had a huge increase in morale and productivity. And Next Staff, who I think is either the top fastest growing company in Kansas City, has trained their folks.
I noticed that you were talking about schools, and you actually have a student handbook. How convenient is that? It goes along with the book itself.
It does. Well, you know what we say about high school students? They're making adult decisions, so why treat them any differently? So we teach the adult program. This is very much adult program to young people, middle and high school students.
I love it. Well, you are delightful. You all can go to an 8 to Great workshop in Prairie Village on Sunday, October 6th. Now, the training lasts 3 hours and costs $39 per session. So thank you, MK. I'm going to check this out.
Register
love the advice.
8togreat.com.
8togreat.com. All right, let's see what Michelle has going on in the studio.